Hello subscribers, today's review will be on the brand new GR Toys Carcharodontosaurus. This is one of my most anticipated prehistoric animal models for 2021, as prior to the reveal of this one a couple months ago, there wasn't any good Carcharodontosaurus figures. The ones by Collecting Safari, they were okay but they weren't amazing. PNSO also made a Carcharodontosaurus for this year, and when that one was first revealed, I had a hard time choosing whether I should pick up this one or the PNSO one first. I decided to go for the GR Toys Carchar first, as something about that one screamed Carcharodontosaurus more. And after seeing a few more in-hand images and reviews of the PNSO Carcharodontosaurus, which slightly underwhelmed me, I was glad that I picked this one up first. So let's dive in and see what this one has to offer. Let's take a moment to admire this wonderful detailing. Everything from the pebbles to the skin folds and the musculature, it makes this thing look so lifelike and natural. Though some detailing on the other side seems a bit smudged, but that's not really a huge issue. Also, look how defined the toe claws and the hand claws are. Actually, this overall model reminds me of the Eofauna Giganotosaurus, but this is better in so many ways, and I'll explain that later. So here's the skull. Very accurate to what we know of Carcharodontosaurus. It's longer than the skull of some other Carnosaurs, and the fenestra is huge. There's also lips on this thing, though some people are having the issue of the jaw not closing on the way. Mine's doesn't really seem to close all the way, but that really isn't a huge issue for me. It doesn't distract how beautiful the overall figure looks. The coloration of this Carcharodontosaurus is glorious. There's just so many colors on this, so where do I start? Let's start with the underbelly. I see a sandy color with some dirt brown, and on the top, I see some purple, some orange, and some teal. The inside of the mouth is a glossy pink with some dry brushing, and the tongue is a darker type of pink color. So you can see that there is a lot going on with the paint job on this model. When this was first revealed, many of us were wondering how GR Toys is going to mass produce this with such a complex paint job. There is actually another color variant of this model. It was more of a yellowish brown color with a different patterning, but I just chose to get this variant. The colors help it stand out from some of the other figures in my collection. This Carcharodontosaurus would be amazing for outdoor photos, due to its pretty natural color scheme, its pose, its scientific accuracy, and its immense detailing. To start off with our usual comparisons, let's bring in the very similar looking Eofauna Giganotosaurus. Why do I think this is better? Well, for one, you see how much more crisp the detailing is compared to that. Also, if you look at the heads, specifically the eyes, you see how goofy the Giga's eyes here compared to the Carchar's, which is a more natural brown color. On the inside, you can see the mouth. The colors inside this mouth look a lot more realistic and natural compared to this. The bright red really doesn't look that great. And also, the biggest advantage of the GR Toys Carchar is stability. See, he barely wobbles. For the Giga, I'm going to shake my desk for a bit. See, the Carchar didn't even move an inch, whereas the Giga looked like he was on the verge of falling. Though I'm not saying that this is a bad model, it's still a very nice piece from Eofauna, and the best Giganotosaurus figure in my opinion. Next, here we have PNSO's most recent version of Wilson the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is a comparison that I like. They're pretty much in scale with each other, and the T-Rex has more bulky body as it should. And here we have PNSO's second version of Asian the Spinosaurus, the theropod that coexisted with Carcharodontosaurus. These two are very compatible with each other due to their amazing paint jobs and detailing. On the topic of Spinosaurus, here is Papo's version, which is an absolute monster in terms of size. If you want a paddle-tailed Spinosaurus that's in scale with this Carchar, I'd say go for the GR Toys one. Right in front of us, we have the Safari LTD Sarcosuchus. It's great that these two are in scale with each other, even though these two never coexisted. Instead, Sarcosuchus lived alongside Carcharodontosaurus' smaller relative, Eocarcharia. The next comparison will be with two other Carcharodontosaurus figures, the one by Safari LTD and the deluxe one by Collecte. These two are just not that great in my opinion. They have some issues, such as this one having the curved tail and the oversized hands, and this one having the shrink wrapping, the weirdly sculpted legs, and the very wide hips. I'm so glad PNSO and GR Toys came out with their amazing Carcharodontosauruses. Here are two other Carcharodontosaurus figures, the Safari LTD Giganotosaurus and the Collecte Deluxe Mapusaurus. Here is the Papo Giganotosaurus next to the GR Toys Carcharodontosaurus. This is a good example of how not to do a Carcharodontosaurid. Here is the Papo Acrocanthosaurus and the Schleich Juvenile Giganotosaurus. Last but not least, here is the GR Toys Carcharodontosaurus next to the Collecte Mini Xiphactinus. Well, there you have it, subscribers. This was my review on the GR Toys Carcharodontosaurus. Now, I am telling you guys to pick up this model if you can, especially if you're in need of a fantastic Carcharodontosaurus. In my opinion, this is the best figure of the shark-toothed lizard that's currently on the market. So I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. It's one of my new favorite pieces in my prehistoric life collection. If you guys enjoyed this review, hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section of what you think of this new Carcharodontosaurus.